Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode on the Anarchy podcast. I'm your host, Super, and here with me we have Digandbuilder. How's it going, man?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing quite well. I woke up a little bit ago, but I'm excited to be doing
Mm.
this recording with you. So, before I get into this video, I'd like to mention a word from our sponsor, anarchy.bar. Are you looking for a server that doesn't put up with lag machines? A utopian place where new fags roam free and wild? Well, anarchy.bar definitely has you covered. And I mean, finally, right? A server that doesn't put up with lag machines so that you, yes, you, can have the best experience you can. The server's run by the one and only Faticus, and he is always on the server, and with this community, it is one of the only Anarchy servers that actually cares about being the best they can be. With commands like slash toggle PM, slash ignore, slash TPA, and more, it's hard not to love it. So what are you waiting for? Get on 1.12.2 and log on to anarchy.bar. That's anarchy.bar. Links and IP will be in the description. To get on with this, what made you come to ToBe?
So back in the day, like 2016, I think I was 11 years old. I was like a massive Russia fan, the Camping Russia, and just a massive factions like player in general. And I was watching I was watching his factions videos like every day. And then he made a new video about 2b2t, and I was like, the oldest server in Minecraft. This sounds cool. And I watched his video, and I was like, and I mean, I watched his whole series for a few weeks. I was on holiday when he first started making them, and I was like, when I get home, I'm gonna play 2b2t, and I'm gonna meet Russia and like become the best player or whatever. And then I start watching like FitMC's videos because obviously Russia mentioned Fit in his video about like the whole Team Veteran War and everything.
Yeah, we all
And I
remember.
was like, and then I started being like, oh damn, this FitMC guy seems pretty epic. I'm gonna be with his side anyway. I come back from
Team
holiday.
veteran.
I go on my computer and I try join, but I think it was 800 when I tried to join. I left it for 5 minutes. Don't know what I was expecting really. I think I went down like one place in queue, and then I was like, fuck this. I've got better things to do. And yeah, and that's how it was until May 2018. I think I just played like three because until I started playing 2b2t, I was a big fan of CS:GO. I was like a massive player. I've even been to one of the tournaments IRL with my friends. So yeah,
Oh,
and
nice.
I just lost about 3 games, and I was proper raging because I get really angry at that game for some reason. And I was like, fuck, I just want something else to do. And I was like, I remember. I've been wanting to check out that 2b2t thing. I didn't actually remember the name. I just remembered the oldest server in Minecraft. So I looked up the Camping Russia, got on his video so I could go in the description to find the IP. Logged on, and I was 100 in queue. And yeah, I decided to I decided to wait, and there you go. That's how it started.
Yeah, I remember the queue being like 700 to 1500 when Rusher made his video. And holy, it's Tubi's changed from then. But how do you see
Yeah.
the server change from when you first joined?
As in 2018 or 2016?
No, no, from the first time you joined, how do you think the server's changed?
Oh, so since 2018, I think the server's changed a bunch, honestly. Because back when I first joined in 2018, the queue was always around 100 for non-prio. And then the economy was kind of recovering from the stacking dupe of 2017 until the whole donkey dupe thing happened. Then it kind of went to shit again. But it was, I don't know, it was a really, I think it was a really nice time to join because, as I said, Q was low. Spawn wasn't littered with shulkers of god gear, and so I had to actually grind. And I think that's good for any player to actually grind their first base out of spawn. And yeah, also I think the community's changed a lot. When I first joined, it was definitely more. I feel like it was more. Well, A, it was smaller, obviously, but B, it was kind of more like tight knit. Everyone sort of knew each other. I got that impression, and now it's just random people everywhere. I look on tab menu and there's like 2 people I recognize, and yeah,
Yeah, who do you think you affiliate with, the most?
definitely IMIMS. We've been friends for over a year now. And yeah, we've kind of gone through everything together for the last year. So definitely him.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, what, like, what's the full story with the man himself, IMEMS?
Well, funny story. So me and him, well, my first team on 2B2T was a group called the Astral Order, and it was a very like family friendly group, blah blah blah, whatever, generic kind of
Family
normal
friendly.
2B2T faction. And he was one of the council of it, and I thought he was like a really serious person until one time we started. In fact, no, it was in we were both in FitMC's stream, like his live chat, and I just I saw him like typing in chat, so I just put at IMEMS, "You're gay, lol," and he was like, "No, you." Back then, "No, you" was like a fat meme. So yeah, and yeah, we just had a meme conversation, and the day after, we found this thing called Team Rainbow, which was made by this like really gay guy called Brian, I think his name was, and we just started making fun of that. And it kind of just escalated. After that, we became good friends. And when I got in trouble in the Astral Order for leaking stuff and just being annoying, he was kind of like, siding with me and helping me through it. And yeah, just kind of. And we basically left the group. Well, I got kicked, but he basically left with me. So yeah, then we decided to start a group together because of the success of the camps, the concentration camps we had done at Spawn. And yeah, that's how BSB was born.
Yeah, what's the full story of the BSB? Because it's got quite a little bit of history, doesn't it?
Yeah, this past few years have been quite hectic. So it basically all started, as I mentioned just now, we were making concentration camps at Spawn, and IMEMS had the idea to make a Discord server dedicated to this, where everyone would have like Nazi themed ranks, and it was kind of just a big meme.
Oh my
But it was
god.
actually turned out to be really fun and really popular. Like, I mean, I streamed all of them, and back then when I'd stream, I'd have like 4 or 5 people watching, and when I did the camps, I had like up to 20 people watching, which is really insane. So that's kind of yeah, it kind of just inspired us to do more. But sadly, when IMEMS left the Astral Order, he was in like some massive state. He was super pissed off, and he was like, "Oh, I'm quitting 2B2T and everything." So he disbanded the camps Discord, and we were like, "Oh fuck, we should do this again." Like when he'd calmed down, I told him we should do it again. And he was like, "How about we make an actual team that kind of revolves around it?" Um, and yeah, so we did, and that's how BSB was born. And then
Yeah, yeah,
after that, I
yeah.
think the
Making a
Discord
team. Sorry, making a team over making fucking concentration camps.
that was literally how it was supposed to go. Like in the beginning, like we barely do the concentration camps anymore. We'd like to start again because they were really fun.
Yeah,
But
yeah. It's
yeah,
yeah, it's fun burning everyone, you know.
yeah, and enslaving new fags. But where was I? Yeah, so for the first few months, the Discord was really inactive because it was the beginning of a new school year in September, and I mean, I for one was like really busy with work and shit. I don't know about IMEMS, but yeah, so nothing really happened until I don't know, around about October was when we first got our hands down and started making a base, and that's kind of when everything started escalating. And of course, when we kind of went to war with the Astral Order over kicking us, that got us a lot of I don't know, it got us quite a lot of relevancy, I'd say, from other players because the Astral Order was kind of disliked by a lot of people at the time. And yeah, just from griefing their bases, everything started going up. And obviously, along the way, we've had some, downfalls of inactivity or just being bad. But yeah, I think it's been going well. Everything's looking good. BSB is on top. We've also gone to war with a Spanish team called Game Mode, and we've griefed basically all of their bases, so that's fun. I'm sorry, Felix El Noob, but yeah, that's the way 2v2T works. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. Now,
Yeah.
what's your relationship with other groups? Like you're on record now saying that you don't necessarily enjoy the Astral Order, do you?
I don't. The Astral Order's basically gone now, and
Yeah.
I dislike the people who ran it. All the people who ran it have now either quit or been kicked out.
Gotcha,
So
gotcha.
I don't
So
have. In fact, the people that are kind of higher ups, my friends Dan the Pokemario and Stuart, are actually like I'm really chill with, and they're really nice people. So yeah, I don't have any feelings against it now.
yeah, but what's the Backstreet Boys and really your own relationships with other groups?
Um, we like to say we're neutral to whoever doesn't try to destroy us. As a group, so we wouldn't go after one group just for being a group unless we really needed. And well, unless we were really bored. But yeah, we don't like. I mean, I for one don't like starting shit with other people if they don't start shit with me. I just like the satisfaction. If someone like tries to fuck us up, then we fuck them up. That's kind of like a nice feeling. So yeah, and I've gone on record saying I don't really like Imperium. That's kind of that still goes. I don't like. I don't think there's a big group I do like. I don't like Voco. I don't like Imperium, and I don't like the Spawn Masons. I think they're all really toxic. I mean, Imperium's okay. There's some really nice people in Imperium, but I don't know. They've tried to inside the BSB like countless times before. So yeah, I'm kind of salty about that.
Yeah, I mean, I like we all love Badger.
Yeah, Badger's epic.
Badger's epic. I love you, man. Um, but like, do you have any true enemies of the Backstreet Boys or like any real allies?
Not really. Honestly, we're chill with, as I said, chill with any group that don't fuck with us. I think. I mean, yeah, the biggest enemies have been the Astrolorder and now Game Mode because we're quote unquote at war, even though they've done. They're not gonna. I don't want to sound like I'm biased or bigging up BSB. But they haven't. I don't think they've done anything to us, and we've destroyed all their bases. So yeah, so I don't even know if that counts as a war. That just counts as them getting fricked up. So yeah,
Yes,
there's no
fricked.
one right now that I'd consider at war. Right?
Gotcha, gotcha. Now this isn't the smoothest segue, but what's your story with Eagles Rock?
Oh, Eagles Rock. Okay. I mean, it's not really much of a story. It was just a bait. It was so about around probably around this time, 2018. We decided to go out and found this new base. It was my friend Stadhounder, who was one of the council members in the Astrolorder, who originally founded the base and then invited me to it, called Eagles Rock, and it was. I think it was around 40,000 blocks away from spawn, but it was a really nice, like old school terrain generation, like really good mountains, like excessive hills and everything. So it was a really
Yeah.
nice location. And then I don't know, we built the first castle and he showed it to everyone in the Astrolorder, and most people were like, "Oh, this is actually a really nice base." And that was kind of my home for around a month. I'd stream there. I was going to make a video there, but of course it would probably been terrain exploited, so I didn't. Obviously, if you see my cinematic on the base, I did make that. And yeah, it was probably it was just it wasn't a big base. It was just really like beautiful. And yeah, all my fun memories came from that base from 2018. Also, I'm still friends with this guy called Whitblue. He doesn't really play anymore, but he made like a massive chicken farm, like basically at the base, and I think it would produce a double chest of eggs in 10 minutes, I think, because it was before Housemaster implemented the entity cap per chunk. So you'd have like 100 chickens in one chunk just spamming out eggs. And there wasn't a point to it. We didn't need eggs, obviously. It was just for fun. And
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it got griefed and I cry. And so it basically got griefed because Wit Blue was friends with this guy called Kuj. Do you remember him? He was a spawn fag in like 2018.
Yeah, Cooge, yeah.
Kuj, yeah. He was good friends with him and he told Kuj the chords. And Kuj was fine with it, but Kuj told someone else, I think. Or it might be the other way around. I think Whitblue told Haxer Elite, who then told Kuj. And yeah, it eventually got the base leaked. Then Whitblue got kicked for obviously leaking the base. And I was very sad. And that was kind of the downfall for my experience in the Astrolorder. Yeah.
Gotcha. No, what's your history with Amona base?
Mona, that was just the base that we had after Eagles Rock. It really wasn't anything significant. It was founded by a player called Nimble Fox. He's chill. He's a nice guy. Yeah, really didn't do much there. I didn't build much. another chicken farm was constructed, but it wasn't anywhere near as good. And Housemaster implemented the entity thing. So yeah, I don't really have much of a history with Mona.
Gotcha, gotcha. Now just to get away from that and go on to some of the more recent, news with yourself.
Mhm.
What's the full, and I mean complete story with your YouTube? Because Jesus Christ, is there a lot to say?
It's gonna take a while. I'm sorry if this lasts like 2 hours, but
Go ahead,
so
man.
I don't think I've really. I think I've told some people this, but the fact that people call me a Jew is kind of fitting because I've always been into making videos ever since I was a 10-year-old. I had a YouTube channel in like primary school, which is the equivalent of I think it's I don't know what the equivalent is in America, but it's like the school where 10-year-olds go. And I've always liked making videos, but I kind of stopped until I joined TubeTT. And then I saw, well, I was a big poor fag on TubeTT, obviously. There wasn't any Jeeps around. The economy was, as far as TubeTT standards, it was doing quite well. It wasn't broken at the time that I joined, so I couldn't just get free gear. So, and then I saw all these YouTubers with like 100 subs getting free gear from just random people. And I was like, if I can make a YouTube channel, will people give me free gear? And so I that coupled with the fact that I just wanted to make YouTube videos kind of just made me start my From Rags to Riches series. And I got the name From Rags to Riches from an old GTA 5 Let's Play that I used to watch from back in the day. And yeah, I was like, this would be an interesting title to call the series. And yeah, I guess my dream of getting items worked because I think the second episode, some guy DM'd me and gave me codes to a relatively small stash. It was like 5 dubs, and most of it was building blocks. But for me, that was insane. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of how it started. And since then, I've just been. It's just that feeling you get when you make a video, and people just like say nice things. It's nice. And since I think what video was it? Yeah, so I made the first 2 videos on my solo base. Then I did like some random shit, like I found gear or like did base tours or something. I did this base tour on my friend's base, Faglantis. That was a pretty nice space. And yeah, by the summer of 2018, I think I just reached 100 subs. And I was like super hyped about that. So I started streaming more. And in fact, in 2018 summer, I went 7 days streaming every day for at least 5 hours. And that was it was fun. Like, even though I had like 3 viewers, it was still really good fun. And yeah, ever since so the last kind of old school video I made was the one where I toured this base I found around spawn with like the weird glitched items. Ever since that, of course, I made my FitMC documentary, and I kind of wanted to try making more like documentary type information videos, kind of like FitMC does, but actually good. Because I used to get loads of comments on my streams and stuff saying, well, how else can I get information about 2B2T aside from your channel? And I always recommended people like Sal C1 and Baron Dome, but they don't really cover history. They just cover like cool stuff. So I was like, maybe I should try do some kind of documentary type, more historical video things. And yeah, that's when I got the idea to make the video on FitMC, because I've always been like interested that Fit has so many subs and so many fans, yet when I go on 2B2T, everyone seems to hate him, like with a passion. And yeah, I decided to make a video on that. Obviously, it blew up, and ever since then, it's kind of just been like epic. So yeah.
Yeah, as of now, I think it has 386,000 views.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, and so how does it feel to have a video reach FitMC levels of popularity?
I mean, I've got mixed feelings actually, because of course, I've at the end of the day, it's insane, and I'm really happy. It got me so many like new people to my streams and to my comments and just to my channel in general. Obviously, from the subscriber increase, and it's just been all around just awesome seeing how it can grow my channel and how many people I now interact with. It's on another level. Anything I would have like hoped for. I remember my dream was always to get 1,000 subscribers, and obviously I've surpassed that like ages ago. And yeah, but at the same time, it was like shit. If I make a video now and it's bad, what are people going to be like? Is it going to just kill my channel? And obviously, my channel isn't made for the YouTube algorithm. I upload every like month or every couple of weeks or every 2 months even. So, and YouTube doesn't like that. And I now feel kind of responsible now that I have a lot of subs that I need to please Susan Wojcicki or whatever her name is up in Google to pump out more videos, which is of course fun. I do like, my latest video about the incursions. That was relatively fun to make. There was some times where I was like, oh, I can't be bothered, but I get that. I'm just a lazy person. And yeah, so basically in conclusion, it's really great. It's really cool. Obviously, of course, the monetization from that got me basically free prio for about like 4 months. Yeah, 4 or 5 months. I like free prio, man. Come on, and yeah. But at the same time, obviously, it gives me. I feel, I feel like I now like need to do something good, and it kind of just I don't know. It makes me feel less free, but yeah, I'm gonna keep. I don't want to be like one of those typical YouTubers. Oh, I want to do what I want to do, even if it doesn't get me that much subs. I just want to do what I want to chill and have fun on ToBe2T, and yeah, that's kind of my goal.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people will support that and keep with you. But it, now that you're one of the bigger 2B2T YouTubers, like I think nowadays there's not many YouTubers who primarily do 2B, so that makes you one of the most subbed primarily 2B2T, based YouTubers out there,
Yeah,
surpassing some of the most older ones like Dr. Zombie in a matter of a couple of weeks after that video dropped.
yeah.
Holy shit, dude! But do you think you're gonna be treated differently?
Um, as it stands, right. Well, let me get to the beginning of your point. I don't like to consider myself a YouTuber or a big 2B2T YouTuber.
Big player.
I'm just a 2B2T YouTuber that had one video which the YouTube algorithm loved, and the video did really well. Like, I respect channels who pump out like tens of videos to grow to my size, way more than me just making one lucky video that hits
Me.
the average. I respect the grind on other people, and I think people like Dr. Zombie should have way more fucking subs than me. Just because I put FitMC in the title doesn't entitle me to the big 2B2T YouTuber rank. Just in my opinion, I don't like to think myself as a big 2B YouTuber. Not until I have like a consistent amount of support on videos, which obviously I've only made one video since the FitMC one, so I haven't really noticed that yet. And come to your second point, I mean, people are always going to treat you differently when you have quote unquote fame. I don't like talking about it like that, but I feel like people I don't know are going to treat me. Obviously, my friends don't give a shit, like, which is how it should be. And I think it's good that way. I don't want to be like treated differently by my friends just because I have a few subs on YouTube. But obviously, I do get recognized around 2B2T and especially the subreddit and going on other servers. My IGN isn't actually DigMC. That's owned by another guy who I'm trying to get it off. But yeah, my IGN's digandbuilder, and people still seem to know who I am, which is cool. I do like people like messaging me in game and be like, "Oh, you're that DigMC guy." I still feel that's really awesome. But yeah, I don't think people will change their opinions on me too much.
Yeah, there are always going to be those ones who like suck your dick for like
Oh
a
yeah,
shout out or whatever. But it's always good to have those
I
people.
recognize that.
Yeah, it's always good to have those people like the Norwegian best
The
friend IMM's
Norwegian god. Yes.
Norwegian god. I love him lots. But yeah, man, in your second rags to riches video, you said, "Thanks for 8 subscribers, guys." And how does it feel to have over 5.6 thousand?
As I said, little me back then, a year ago, would never have thought that I'd have. I mean, as I said, my dream was always to hit 1,000 subs, and I think my goal for the end of 2018 was 250, which I didn't get. I think I hit 200, and the goal for 2019 was 500. And yeah, little me with prepubescent dig would never expect me to be where I am right now, like getting videos with views that actual YouTubers get. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's another thing. You sound so much different from your first rags to riches. Like literally, I'm
Uh,
trying my best impression of, "Hey, what's up, guys? Digandbuilder here." And now
I'll
you
try
got
to.
this.
Hey, what's
Jesus.
up, guys? DigMC here, back with another video on ToBe2T. But the thing is, in my first videos, I tried to put on a deep voice, and I thought I sounded really like
You,
deep.
oh my
Oh my
God.
god. Yeah, I actually tried to sound like older, which it didn't work, but I thought it did at the time. I was like, damn, I sound like an adult. Like looking back, it's like fuck me. I lo-
Oh
yeah, I
my.
laugh about that. I like it's funny.
Yeah, it's great. And in your second rags to riches playlist, yes, I watched every single one. Um, you said I don't like Minecraft very much. What's the deal with that, man?
I don't know. I still feel like that's the because if it, I mean, I can't. I want to say without 2b2t I wouldn't play Minecraft, but Minecraft's popular again now. I can't really say. I don't think I would play Minecraft if it wasn't for 2b2t. But then again, what would I play? Like CS:GO? No, not many people play that anymore. And as in like my friend group, of course, I wouldn't have met all these, Minecraft's. I mean, Minecraft's. I've been playing it since 2011, since I was a literal like. How long ago was
New
that? When I
fag at
was
life.
literally 7 years old.
Yeah,
So
man. New fag IRL.
yeah,
Yeah. I
and
mean, if you would, I could fuck you up in CS, you know.
probably what rank are you?
I don't play comp, but I have over 1,000 hours.
Oh, I have like 900, but yeah,
I'll still
um,
fuck you up. So,
you probably will. I'm really shit. I'm
dude,
actually just mean it and then open cases.
oh,
My
you
inventory's
fucking
worth like
Jew.
$200, but I've spent at least like 500 over the course of the last 5 years.
Oh
So
my
it's
God.
yeah, I've
Yeah.
wasted so much money on that shit.
Dude, I
It's
remember, yeah, I remember my birthday like 3 years ago. I opened 15 cases. I got a knife, and then 2 days later, the knife went down on the market, $80. So,
nice.
so
I
that
mean, a
was fun.
knife's a knife, but
Yeah. Anyway, this we're getting off topic.
yeah. Sorry. So I like to think now is Minecraft more of like a platform, kind of like a game engine, more than a game itself, because there's so much different shit you can do. You go from LGBT servers to fucking alt-right Nazi servers like 2BTT, and it's amazing. It's kind of like Roblox. Like people think of Roblox as a game, but it's not really. It's actually well, it's considered a game engine by the developers. And yeah, I think it's more like that. And I'd say no, I don't dislike Minecraft anymore. I think 2v2t's definitely given me back my Minecraft spirit.
Gotcha. Now you also made a video on your channel of like my ToBe, my ToBe life and all. Like obviously that was trying to go off of Fit, right?
Yeah, no, not really.
Okay. Well, can you give us a little update from that video? Like what's changed? What's.
So much, man. What's it been, like 7 months since I made that
Yeah.
last 6 months video? And when I did that video, I think the Backstreet Boys had like 2 members in it. I was still doing camps. I had like 150 subs or something. And so all the big stuff has happened in 2019, honestly. All the proper, YouTube channel blowing up, Backstreet Boys becoming a major 2v2t team, and every 2v2t becoming more of a mainstream server as well. Everything's fucking changed. Like, it's completely different now.
Yeah. Do you
Obviously
remember?
now,
Sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, now I've completely basically forgotten about the Ash Lord. Whilst back then it was like a big, big thing. Um, and yeah, I've evolved with 2b2t, and my experience has too, and definitely my like pleasure on the server. Because I remember when I made that video, I was kind of like I wasn't really feeling it anymore. The epic oldest server in Minecraft vibe had kind of gone, and I was kind of considering just stop playing. But now I'm definitely back into it, and yeah, the server's changed so much in the last 7 months, and so have I.
Sorry. So,
I,
do you prefer the old days, or do you like it now?
I I mean, I have opinions on both really. Of course, I get nostalgic and over how good and like simple the old days were, but I gotta say, I'm having so much fun on ToBe now. Obviously, I had fun on ToBe back then, but you know, uh, again, I do like to say that 2018 summer was the best time I've ever had on ToBe2T, but I don't know, man. 2019 summer's shaping up to be even better. So honestly, I think now in terms of like the server, I would prefer if the server had stayed like how it was last year. So no Etika, no fucking Taiwan, no Jew players, and no FitMC joining SMP live. And yeah, I think Fit was at 170k this time last year, and now he's at 400k. So yeah, he's bringing a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
attention to the
insane.
server, along with all the other invasions. And yeah, TV's becoming a bit more mainstream, which I don't really like. I mean, at the end of the day, as long as I can get into the server quickly, I don't really care how many people know about it. And yeah, of course, entity speed was patched. No one, it's been a week. It's been less than a week, and no one gives a shit anymore. Like everyone got used to it. And yeah, I think I gotta say, I think I prefer it now. Yeah, I'm just having a blast. So yeah.
Yeah, where do you see yourself in, a year or two?
I don't know, mostly due to IRL stuff, obviously. So next year I go into year 11, which is where like everyone does their big fat exams. And I'm pretty sure my parents are thinking about like taking away my computer so I don't fail.
Oh
Um,
fuck.
to, at least for like the months leading up to it. So I don't know. I don't feel like I'm gonna make much more progress on 2B and on YouTube in the next year. Obviously that's what I thought last year, and I thought I was like starting big shit. But I think as long as I get time to play and make videos, I mean, I can make videos whenever, like in bed or whenever when I'm bored. In terms of actually playing TV, I'll probably be playing less. But as long as IMEMS is doing well, because I like to think IMEMS is kind of more in with BSB than I am. I'm kind of more of a hands-off leader. I'm more of an advisor to IMEMS, I'd say. I don't do as
Yeah, I
much for the team
understand.
as he does.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I want to think that the Backstreet Boys by this time next year will be, up there with Imperium and Voco and those guys. I mean, it's on its way. And if it's if its growth is going at the speed it's going now, I think we can definitely achieve something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be playing less in the next year due to important exams. But I think after the exams, obviously I'm getting straight straight back on the 2B grind. Unless there's something else I'm doing.
Yeah, you can't
And
you can't
yeah,
quit 2B. 2B quits you.
no, one does not quit 2B2T. Like people say that's false because they've not played for 3 years, but you'll come back. You give it another year, you'll come back. Okay.
Yeah, I remember I tried to quit for 2 weeks. I even made like a cover story of like, oh, Super got leukemia. Dude,
Oh my god.
yeah, that's how badly I needed a cover up because I wanted to go. But dude, I swear, like people who play this server and live and die for it, we're drug addicts and tubies are heroin.
Yeah, like actually, I see new fags commenting on my videos being like, "Bro, it's just a block game. Like, stop
It's
giving a
my
shit. Like, who
fucking
gives a
life.
shit about Minecraft?" And it's like, yeah, but you kind of have to. There's no way to describe 2B2T. You have to play it to fully understand why it's so hyped and why the experience is like no other thing on the internet.
Yeah, it really isn't. Not even Reddit can compare to it. Um,
No.
Actually, no, scratch this. Some Reddit threads are even worse than 2B, but nevertheless, um, I've got a couple ending questions from the community
Okay.
before we let you go. So, coming from iMems, the man himself, he's asking, "Are
Whoa.
you a roadman?"
Uh, for real, not really. I don't like go outside, kick down doors, shoplift from Tesco's, and smoke weed every 24 seconds. So no, I'm kind of like a half road man. Like I
Oh,
speak. In fact, it's funny because when I speak to people on 2B or like online on my parents, I speak normally. But when I speak to my IRL friends, I like completely change how I talk. And most people most English like kids kind of do that. And yeah, I wear the clothes, go to the places. I just don't do illegal shit or act hard for no reason.
Oh, gotcha. So another question is, are you a big man IRL?
Yes, I am. I was born and raised on the streets of London, obviously, yeah, and yeah, still,
Oh,
the
fuck
man's
it.
gonna shake you up. Boss man gonna come down the ends with a 13-incher and fucking chef you, bro.
Yo, man, I'm crazy around the ends.
Okay, no, please don't. Americans
Yeah.
can't do it.
I'm not American.
Wait, are you not? What are
No, I'm
you?
not.
Canadian?
Yeah, huh?
Oh, okay.
Doxed. Now,
Bro.
dude, now the one of the last questions comes from Kabata saying, "What's your favorite kind of cheese?"
Hell yeah. I don't know. I'm a big like cheese person. I have a big variety. Because I have this like farm shop near me, which has like local shit. And well, I don't know. There's this one cheese called the Stinking Bishop. I know it's a weird name. It's a goat cheese, and it like stinks. It's not a blue cheese, so it's not like that. But it's some good shit. It's like really sticky and creamy, and yeah, it's just the best cheese ever.
Yeah,
Honestly,
you
it's
like
good,
it
great.
sticky and creamy, don't you?
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
Alright, well, I guess that's it for the questions. If you have anything for me, or anything to really, add on,
Uh,
or any last quotes from Digandbuilder, the man himself, just go ahead and
I
say
mean,
'em.
I'd say something everyone needs to bear in mind is, of course, I think BSB is an elite group of 2v2T players, and it's on top. Better than all the other teams. BSB on top. BSB number one. BSB will ease your base. Yeah, ease BSB ease on top. Yeah,
Yeah, mate.
that's it.
If you guys, any of you viewers, want to join, you know, the Backstreet Boys, the Discord link will be in the description. But I guess
Join it.
that'll be it. Thank you very much for being on the
Thanks for
Anarchy.
having me.
Thanks for coming on, Dig, and thank you for watching the Anarchy podcast. If you would like to be part of the discussion, don't forget to join the Discord. Links will be in the description, along with Dig and Builder's team. And I guess we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Fuck my friends, they're gone. They all left one by one. And now the summer's done. They don't need no more fun.